The Blue Cut wildfire has destroyed over 100 homes in the mountains east of Los Angeles. Fortunately, it's now mostly contained, but there's still a daunting task ahead, getting displaced residents back into the area to survey the damage. KNX Radio reporter Pete Demetriou has been covering the fires and joins us now by phone. Pete, what is the latest?
Well, the latest is some very good news from the front. Even though it's burned almost 57 square miles, 37,000 acres, they have 83% containment. You have one active portion of the fire on the western flank moving away from the community of Wrightwood, and efforts are underway to kill the hot spots within the fire perimeter using helicopters, camp crews, and fixed-wing aircraft. There's still an awful lot of resources out here. 1,800 firefighters, almost 150 engines, 24 bulldozers, 12 fixed-wing aircraft, including 2 DC-10s, and one critical aspect of the firefight, 9 heavy-lift helicopters, which are hitting those hot spots and knocking down the heat in the fire. One thing, Elaine, I will point out, it's fine to have all the assets, all the machines, all the firefighters, but the real critical aspect that has changed here is the weather. Earlier in the week, we had 100 to 106 degree heat, single-digit humidity levels, and winds sustained of 25 miles an hour. That caused this fire, along with the fuel, to run and go crazy in every direction. Today, the forecast is 80 to 90 degrees, winds at 5 to 10 miles an hour with humidity at 20% plus. That change alone slows down the fire's advance and allows the firefighters to get ahead of it, anchor lines, flank it, and then knock it down and build more containment lines.
And so, Pete, based on what you just said, though, the improving weather conditions there, how are they feeling about the fire remaining contained and being able to contain more of it?
They're very, very confident about it at this particular point, because if the fire does not get outside of the containment area and get out of the area that's already burned, they're going to be in pretty good shape. And it doesn't look like that's going to happen because the winds simply aren't enough to pick the fire up at spot at a half a mile or 3/4 of a mile away, as it was doing earlier in the week. And there's only about, I'd say, 600 structures that are still threatened at this point. And to give you an idea of also how confident they are about the fact that they think they've got this thing by the tail, they've had roughly at the beginning of this week when this fire happened, they evacuated over 80,000 people. Now only 2,500 are still evacuated. They're anticipating getting maybe 100% containment around this fire. That means a scratch line down to bare earth, 20 to 40 feet wide, all the way along the fire perimeter, perhaps by Monday or Tuesday at the latest.
All right, Pete Demetriou. Pete, let's hope those favorable weather conditions continue. Thank you so much.
Not a problem, Elaine.